Hello, race fans. TrentTheHedgie here. Took a little bit of a hiatus because I came down with a really bad cold. Most of it is pretty much gone, and I'm feeling well enough to record. So we are here live from Atlanta Motor Speedway, getting ready for the Advocare 500. Finally back to oval racing here after we had an intense race at Road America last week, where Nathan Hudson came out on top and captured yet another win for the Roush Fenway Racing stable. But this week on the front row, we have Charles Sandfer in the 34 from Front Row Motorsports, and on the pole we have William Brock. The last time we were here at Atlanta, William Brock ended up blowing an engine in the tri-oval, so he's looking to turn his season around and hopefully get a win here tonight here under the lights at Atlanta. William Brock, right now he currently sits 8th in standings, and he is on route to possibly make the chase. Races are winding down for the championship, as we're only, as I think we're about 4 or 5 races away before we figure out which drivers are gonna try to go for our the championship. We're gonna be racing here for 39 laps of action, and I hope you guys are ready to go, because it's been a couple of weeks since we had a race uploaded on YouTube. What kind of racing will we see here tonight? We're going to find out very shortly, as we're just seconds away from those famous words in motorsports.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
The 900 temp for this first segment. We shouldn't really be in danger of overheating, but it will, probably get up to about 220, so just keep an eye on that.
And as the drivers are rolling off pit road, here is your starting lineup for the Advocare 500. The last time we were here at Atlanta, I recorded this on my old PC, but now we're on a new PC, so hopefully it'll look a lot better here. We have William Brock, who currently sits 8th in the standings, and we have Charles Sandfer, who's actually sitting 7th in the standings, to try to increase their chances to get into the chase. But they're gonna have Cole Deaver, Danny Wells, and a lot more drivers behind them, still looking to try to get their first wins of the season, as a pace car makes its way onto pit road. And I really hope all you guys are ready to go. It's been a while since I've done this, but the green flag is now out here at Atlanta. Already going 3 wide for second place with William Brock. He continues to hang on to that lead. Alex Drayton, he has a bumper full of Nathan Orman right now. And oh man, he nearly gets turned by the 48. Oh man, that really could have been, that really could have really turned sideways there for the 14. But he's actually going to get a little bit of a run on the 42 as William Brock led that first lap. Oh man, Alex Drayton nearly gets turned by the 48. That just goes to show how bad that Nathan Orman wants to get his first win. He's finished second place. I believe he's finished second place 3 times this season. He has yet to get a win yet. He wants to be like his fellow he wants to be like another fellow Nathan, as Nathan Hudson. He ended up getting his victory last week. And oh man, Nathan Orman, he is trying to do what he can to get all over the back bumper of that 14. But Alex Drayton continues to lead, and now we see Ryan Acosta getting around the 42 for the 3rd position. And we're having a battle for 5th between Steven Gonzalez and Joshua Mudd. Joshua Mudd, he continues to sit on the outside now. He's about to get passed by his teammate Alex Ferranti. Yes, the last time we were here, Alex Ferranti, he actually had a strong chance to win here, but he actually lost out to Joshua Osborne, and he would love to try to win here at Atlanta. And oh man, heading back to the front, it's now we see Nathan Orman trying to get around the 14, which he does to lead that lap. And oh man, now we have a 5-car breakaway. Nathan Orman continues to lead, but now here comes Ryan Acosta. Ryan Acosta driving that 78. Ryan Acosta has not been in the victory lane since the Brickyard 400 last season, and he would love to get back in there to try to get a victory for Spire Motorsports. And oh man, but it looks like our pole sitter William Brock, he wants to try to get the lead back. But they're making it 3 wide right now. William Brock's making it 3 wide with Nathan Ormond and Ryan Acosta. Excuse me. But now we see a few more drivers trying to get into the battle for the first time here. Now we see Dylan Young running his Money Lion colors, and he's trying to bring Dustin Stuller along with him. Dylan Young right now, one of the worst drivers in the field right now in terms of championship. I believe Dylan Young, I'm trying to find him on the list actually. Dylan Young, he sits 26 in standings right now, as he now sits second place right now, right behind Alex Drayton. And here comes a driver who's been on a couple of good runs as of late. Brett Kennenberg running those Georgia Peanuts colors on his number 38, trying to represent for front row. And oh man, they're going 4 wide behind him. And Gonzalez gets turned. Steven Gonzalez gets turned. Oh man, and we got more drops involved. Oh man, damage to the front of the 78 of Ryan Acosta. He got involved. Oh man, Steven Gonzalez gets turned in the trial, and that will bring out our first caution of the day. And oh man, now we got more drivers bunching up right now. There's Matt McIntyre. There's Mitchell Collins, who had a good run last week. Danny Wells got some damage. Christina Bell has damage. Dylan Pulte has a little damage to his Great Clips 31. And there's a little bit of damage to the rear Boss Baby number 7 of Allison Rain. And there's Cole Deary. He's got a little bit of rear end damage. And oh man, Charles Sandfer, he just got into it with Chris Dollarton. Oh man. And I just saw Steven Gonzalez somewhere. Where is he? I just saw him. There he is. Oh man. But that was the first driver I saw who ended up getting turned. And Michael Norman, he's got some left side damage to his 21. And there's some damage to the 9 of Alex Ferranti. So, oh man, we got a lot of drivers involved, and there's James McLeod also in his pit. But oh man, well, as the drivers are getting serviced out, and it looks like that Dylan Young, he's going to be the first driver out in this pit cycle. But let's go ahead and head to the replays and see what happened to Steven Gonzalez and other drivers. Well, here's how to brought out our first caution. They were going 4 wide coming out of turn 4 between William Brock, Steven Gonzalez, and teammates Nathan Orman and Seth Cole. It looks like Nathan Orman just hooks the left rear quarter panel of Steven Gonzalez, and that just turns him right in front of his teammate Seth in the 24. Ryan Acosta gets a piece of it, and Alex Ferranti literally had nowhere to go. He got stuck right behind the 28 as Gonzalez spins out in front of the field. Alex Ferranti, he then gets turned by James McLeod here, and it's just a lot more drivers just involved in this. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go to a different camera to look at all the drivers. Jessica Shelton, Kyle Matthews, teammate Cole Daly, who's currently second in points. Oh man, I see a lot of Joe Gibbs drivers involved in this. There's Ferranti spinning out in front of the field. Cole Daly spins out in front of Dylan Poteen. It was just a lot of drivers. I'm gonna have to switch to a different angle and bring it back a little bit. Okay, let's head back to the 28 of Gonzalez. He spins out here. I'm gonna have to go to another camera and slow it down just a smidge. There's a contact from Ryan Acosta as you see the yellow flag waving from the grandstands. Going to the spectators camera here. Yes, Alex Ferranti, he ends up getting turned by McLeod right in front of Cody Lamas in the 11. Tim Fiegel also gets a piece of it. Charles Sandfer got collected. Brandon Crasta also is in it. Matt Mack, I believe that's that's RJ Bishop. He's in the 17. He got collected in this. Then further back, they all just bunch up here. Dylan Poteet actually gets into the right side. Danny Wells gets into the back of Dylan Poteet, and then Wells, he got slammed by his own teammate in the 22. Last week's winner, Nathan Hudson, he might have gotten a little piece of it. And there's Dougie Shears. He actually gets into the back of Charles Sandfer. Oh man, it was just a huge chain reaction there. We're probably gonna have to go on a couple of onboards to see like what all these guys saw. Here we are with our first onboard with the number 51 Blue Fox Camaro of James McLeod. I don't think McLeod ended up getting that much damage. He should be able to still continue. Now here we are riding on board with the number 1 Gear Wrench Camaro of Joshua Osborne. Dylan Poteet, Cole Daly, Danny Wells, and Allison Rain. And Steven Gonzalez also trying to get his number 28 turned around. Now here we are riding on board with the number 28 Havoline Mustang of Steven Gonzalez. Wow, just so much just happened there after the start and finish line. Now here we are with one last on board for the number 18 Skittles Gummies Toyota Camry of Cole Daly. Reaction there, not really much that most of these drivers could have even done. Now, one more accident happened between Charles Sandfer and Chris Darlington. Let's go take a look at that before we head back to live action. Now, here's actually what happened with Chris Darlington. Now, heading into turn 3, like, I don't know what was going on there, but he just gets right into the left rear quarter panel of Tim Fiegel, and then he just ended up just losing it. And Charles Sandfer literally had very little time to react, and he just gets into the right side of the 82, and that may have given enough damage to knock Charles Sandfer out of the race. I'm not sure, though. We still need to go through the pit slackers and take a look and see like what'll happen, or see if anyone's even going to be left in this thing. And here we are back at Atlanta. We're going to restart on lap number 12. And shockingly, from all that, we only had 3 cars retire out of the race. And they are Mitchell Collins, teammate Danny Wells, unfortunately, and Charles Sandfer after his contact with Chris Darlington. Now, I'm really shocked because we have a few drivers who definitely should have probably retired out. One of them being Steven Gonzalez, and he's missing the entire back end of his car. And Matt McIntyre, he's missing the entire front end of his car. Christina Bell's missing the front end of her car as well as the 78 of Ryan Acosta. He's missing the front end of his car. But here's our top 10 once we're about to get back underway. Excuse me. Alex Drayton is the race leader. Second is Dylan Young. Third is Dustin Stuller. Fourth is William Brock. Fifth is Brett Kennenberg. Sixth is Joshua Mudd. Seventh is teammate Seth Cole. Eighth is Jonathan Zorlin. Ninth is Nathan Ormond. And rounding out the top 10 is RJ Bishop. The rest of the top 15 are Ryan Acosta, Zachary Fitzwater, Stephen Cullen, Sky Commons, and Brandon Crasta. Hank's car makes his way back on the pit road, and we're about to get back here underway here at Atlanta. How many slow cars will we have? I'm not sure, as the green flag is now back out. Yeah, before we went to the replays, I made a mistake. I thought that Dylan Young was the first guy out of the pits, but it was actually Alex Drayton. But it looks like that Dylan Young, he's already going to the inside to try to get the lead away from Alex Drayton, and he's actually showing, they're coming down pit road. Oh, well, I don't know if this is pit strategy, but a few guys have come down pit road, and Alex Drayton was one of them, and that's going to give the lead right back to William Brock in the 42. And oh man, and look who's in the top 5 now. Zachary Fitzwater, our only 3-time winner in the NASCAR SEGA Cup. He could be looking to make it 4-time. Oh man, now he's running his Mobile 1000 colors on his number 4 this week. And he's currently running, he's currently trying to battle it out with the Hendrick Motorsports teammates for second place. But Seth Cole, with the help of Joshua Mudd, he's going to try to do what he can to keep that second place spot. But the more that these guys battle, that's going to leave the door open for William Brock. Right now, William Brock, he's the only driver in the SEGA Motorsports stable who has yet to win here. And he's looking to change that tonight. As we just saw James McLeod sitting on pit road. Now we're taking a look at Tim Fiegel, who currently sits 7th place right now. He's getting behind his teammate Cody Lamas here, and now we see the Everham Motorsports cars are all running 8th, 9th, and 10th. Jake Rogers is leading them right now, and right here we have Simon Oscon in the 91 here, and now we have Aaron Mackler in the 98. Oh man, this may be the day of the Dodgers here today. We haven't seen a Dodge in victory lane since James McLeod took the 91 to victory lane in the Season 3 finale. And speaking of James McLeod, he just came back onto pit road, but I believe he's going to be a couple of laps down as we head back to the front. And oh man, Seth Cole just took the lead away from William Brock. Seth Cole right now, he currently sits 3rd in standings. A win here would definitely probably move him back to the points lead. But he's going to have to contend with our 3-time winner, Zachary Fitzwater. And here comes our winner from Richmond, Cody Lamas. He's looking to try to get his second win of the season. But oh man, here comes the Everham Racing stable. These 3 Dodgers are going to try to work together. The 94, the 91, and the 98. And oh man, now we see Zachary Fitzwater going for the lead as he will lead that lap. But here comes Cody Lamas now, making it 3 wide for the lead. Cody Lamas looking to make it 3 wide as he will get around the number 4 for position. But oh boy, he better watch out for those Everham Dodgers because those Dodgers are coming. Cody Lamas continues to lead, but William Brock, he's trying to fight back on that inside to try to get his lead back. We're still going green right now. Now we see Cole Deaver making it 3 wide between Seth Cole, Joshua Mudd. Excuse me. And oh man, these guys are really scrambling right now as Cole Deaver, he's looking to try to get into the top 5 here tonight as he's all over the back bumper of Simon Oscon. But now we see Jake Rogers trying to work himself up there, trying to get around Zachary Fitzwater. But he's going to have a bumper full of Joshua Mudd in that number 5 HendrickCars.com Chevy. Making the 3 wide for second place. I don't know if anyone has anything for that number 42. And here comes Sky Commons here. He's making it 3 wide for position between Tim Fiegel and Seth Cole. But he's going to have a bumper full of Stephen Cullen as we now see Jessica Shelton. She's trying to get into this action here, up here in the top 10. Hard battle for the top 10 right now as we now see Jessica Shelton making it 3 wide once again. Headed back to the front, it's still all about William Brock. Ever since he took the lead, he has not looked back. Now we see Jake Rogers duking it out with his teammate for the 3rd position, as we now see Cole Deaver starting to make it 3 wide for position as well. Oh man, it just positions just swapping left and right. Now we see Cody Lamas and Sky Comas getting behind Cole Deaver. Now we see that Joshua Mudd's trying to get a bumper full of the 42, and he's trying to look to the inside to try to take that lead away from William Brock. If William Brock can fight back on that outside, but Joshua Mudd, he is looking to try to get his first win. He wants to put that number 5 back in victory lane. I can't remember if the number 5 even went to victory lane last season. I don't think it did. But Joshua Mudd right now, he's trying to move as much as he can. Right now, he currently sits 34th in standings as he just took the lead away from the 42. As we now go to the spectators camera, as we see all these drivers heading through turns 3 and 4 right now. Joshua Mudd is the guy in charge right now. Cody Lamas now sits by himself in the 3rd position, as we're about to have a 3-wide battle for 4th between Jake Rogers, Stephen Colin, and Aaron Macklin. Oh man, all these guys are running super close, but the question is, when do these guys have to pit? And I have no idea if those other guys who pit are a lap down, and yes, they are a lap down, but they're going to be on a different strategy. But William Brock is going to try to do what he can to chase down that number 5. He's trying to look to the inside of him for position, but Joshua Mudd, he's still hanging on to that lead, but he might not have it for long. Now William Brock is making his move into the tri-oval and entering turn 1. Having a really hard side-by-side battle for the lead right now. Stephen Colin finds himself by himself in 4th right now. 5th now is Jessica Shelton, as we're having a 3-wide battle for the 6th position. As Seth Cole, he is now on the inside of Zachary Fitzwater. Zachary Fitzwater trying to do what he can to fight back on that outside, but Seth Cole, he's going to have the entire inside line pushing behind him to try to get a position. And now we see Alex Ferranti, who's still got that rear damage to his number 9. He's trying to do what he can to stay into the top 10. And now we see Michael Norman back here duking it out with a points leader. But oh man, Michael Norman slowing down. He must be coming down pit road. Is anyone else joining him? Nope, I don't think so. But now we see Michael Norman and Dougie Shears coming down pit road, as well as Dylan Pulte. But now the question is, when are these leaders going to come down? As we head back to the front, and now we see that Cody Lamas took the race lead, but now we see that Stephen Colin, he's now diving to the inside, but Cody, he's also diving down, and now they're coming down. And that's going to give the lead right back over to the 42 of William Brock. And oh man, we're well past the halfway point now, as the 42 continues to run away with that lead. Joshua Mudd now sits 2nd, and Cole Deaver in the number 3 currently sits 3rd. But we're going to have to keep an eye on the 42 and the 5 and see if they're going to come down pit road. And it looks like they are indeed coming down pit road right now. The leaders are coming down, but Seth Cole, he decides to stay out for just a little bit longer in that number 24. He's going to look to try to extend his lead like as much as he can before he finally has to come down. And I believe he's the only driver to stay out. With Dustin Stoller, he may be staying out as well, but we're going to have to keep an eye on Seth Cole. Running the dark blue Exalta colors on his number 24, and Seth Cole, he's finally coming down, as well as Dustin Stoller. So we're going to have to keep an eye on all these guys, as the drivers, they're trying to cycle to try to get their laps back. We're going to have to go to the pit road camera to check and see when exactly Seth Cole gets out, as we see more drivers now leaving after getting their car service. They should be able to make it the rest of the way on this pit cycle at least. Yes, we're gonna have to keep an eye on Seth Cole. And wait a minute, Cole Deaver just dropped down. Wow, Cole Deaver had a broken piston. Wow. I guess he must have blew up coming down pit road or something. Oh man, Cole Deaver lost a piston. We're gonna have to go to the replays and see what exactly happened. But now we're watching Seth Cole leave his pit stop now. But we need to see like where the leaders are gonna be. And there goes Cody Lamas. Cody Lamas may be the race leader right now. He just got around Seth Cole. And our leader may be the number 11 of Cody. We're gonna have to watch the ticker and see, but we're also gonna have to go to the replays and see what happened to Cole Deaver, because I didn't even see him blow up. And yes, that is the case. Our Richmond winner, Cody Lamas, is the race leader, and we have another driver also trying to get their second win of the season. He won Bristol Dirt alongside Alex Ferranti when I had to split the field. Both the 11 and the 88 are looking to try to get their second wins of the season. And Jake Rogers, he now sits by himself in third. And we're actually having a battle for fourth place between Simon Oscon and last week's winner, Nathan Hudson. Oh man, Nathan Hudson, he must have had a really good pit strategy here, as he now sits in the fifth position. Sixth now is Sky Commons. Zachary Fitzwater now drops back to seventh place. And we're having a battle for eighth between Joshua Mudd and Jessica Shelton. And William Brock, he fell all the way back to the 10th position. But now the question is, oh man, now we're having a side-by-side battle for the lead between Stephen Colin and Cody Lamas. And Stephen Colin actually led that lap. And oh boy, they're catching up on a slow car. That's Levi McIntyre in the number 60. Right now, Levi McIntyre, I'm trying to find him on the list. Right now, McIntyre, he sits, let's see, where is he? He currently sits 21st in standings right now, as we now see that Stephen Colin, he's getting around Cody Lamas right now for position. Now, if these two are fast enough, they could put that number 60 a lap down, which Stephen Colin is trying to do, but oh man, he nearly gets into the left rear quarter panel of the number 60. That's not what you want to do. Excuse me. As they just put Levi McIntyre a lap down, but now Cody, he's looking to try to get his lead back from that number 88. Both these guys still trying to capture their second wins of the season, as Jake Rogers, I don't know if he's trying to catch his teammate or what. But oh man, Jake Rogers, he's another one of those drivers who's doing not that great in the standings right now. Right now, Jake Rogers, he sits 38th in standings right now. And oh man, now we see William Brock. Oh man, now he's trying to get into the top 5 here for the first after pit stops. He was 10th the last time I saw. But now we see Zachary Fitzwater and Seth Cole trying to work together now. But the laps are winding down. Soon we're going to have under 10 laps to go, as we now see that Seth Cole, he's, oh man, contact. Oh man, that was contact between the 24 and the 4. Oh man, Hendrick Motorsports is not playing nice here today. We already had another driver take out Steven Gonzalez earlier, but now he nearly took out Zachary Fitzwater. And no man, they're catching up on more slow cars. They just caught up to Christina Bell and Ryan Acosta. That's gonna slow them down. And oh man, they just put Christina Bell and Ryan Acosta back a lap down, but that's gonna open the door for Jake Rogers now. Jake Rogers trying to do what he can to get around the 40 and the 78. And here comes Zachary Fitzwater in the 4. And oh man, these two, Cody Lamas and Stephen Cullen, they keep swapping for the lead. Next time out, we're going to have 11 laps to go. Stephen Cullen, he continues to hang on to that lead. He wants to put that number 88 back in victory lane. But oh man, now we see Jake Rogers. Jake Rogers, he just got around the slow machine of Levi McIntyre. But now we see Zachary Fitzwater. Zachary Fitzwater, he's looking to put that number 4 in victory lane for the 4th time here. Excuse me. He wants to put that number 4 back in victory lane once again. But now we see Seth Cole. He's getting around Levi McIntyre now for position. Excuse me. Now we see Seth Cole trying to bring William Brock along with him. The laps are indeed winding down. We now have 10 laps to go. But now we see Cody Lamas. He's gonna get the lead once again from the 88. But now we see Zachary Fitzwater getting into the fold once again. He's trying to show everyone why he's the only 3-time winner this season. But oh man, Jake Rogers, he's the only one out of these 4 who has not won yet this year. Jake Rogers actually created the SEGA ticker that you see at the top of your screen right now. But now it's all about Zachary Fitzwater. Does anyone have anything for this number 4 right now? And it looks like they're going to catch a couple of more slow drivers. And oh man, that's Fitzwater's teammate and Qualls' teammate, Matt McIntyre, in the 27. But right now, Zachary Fitzwater currently sits 10th in standings. Again, as I said, he's the only 3-time winner here, but he would love to go to victory lane for the 4th time here. But Jake Rogers, he's going to have to try to do what he can to catch that number 4. If anyone has anything for that number 4, it may be the 94. As we now see that Cody Lowndes, he's trying to get under Stephen Colin for the 3rd spot right now. And oh man, this is literally Zachary Fitzwater's race to lose right now. Right now, he has nothing going on around him right now. All he has to do is just keep doing what he's doing, and he'll have this in the bag. And we're having a battle for 2nd place right now between Jake Rogers and Stephen Colin. But Colin wisely backs out of it to let Jake Rogers go. That number 94 is fast. Right now, 38th in standings. A win here would definitely try to turn his season around here. But, and oh man, Zachary Fitzwater, he just caught the slow cars of Matt McIntyre and actually his teammate. I don't know if his teammate's going to let him go, but he better decide soon because that just allowed Jake Rogers to catch up. And oh man, Jake Rogers is trying to get a run. And oh man, Brayson Mitchell, he actually thought about trying to get in front of the 94, which probably would have helped him out. But Zachary Fitzwater, he's going to try to run away with that lead as much as he can here. Now we see that Seth Cole, he's caught behind Matt McIntyre right now. No, man, but the laps are indeed winding down. If anyone has anything for Zachary Fitzwater, they're running out of time. And oh, man, we got some cars diving down. And oh, man, they're coming down pit road. Jake Rogers surrenders 2nd place. He has to come down pit road. Oh, man, but now the question is, can Zachary Fitzwater make it on fuel? I don't know if Fitzwater can make it on fuel, but we're still going green as we now have 3.5 laps to go. I don't know if Zachary Fitzwater can make it. He does look like he's making an indication for pit road. No, he's not. He's staying out. But Seth Cole, he did stay out longer than anyone else, so he might be able to make it. So this may be a fuel mileage race. This may be Seth's race now. I don't know. They're passing Chris Darlington now. But the question is, can Zachary Fitzwater hold off for just a few more laps to try to capture his 4th win of the season? They just got around Dylan Pote, and I don't know if Fitzwater can make it. And no, he cannot. He's making it. No, he's not. He's slowing down. Fitzwater cannot make it. And oh, man, Seth can't make it either. Oh, man, but Seth Cole, he just went to the outside. Oh, man. It better be gas and go for the 4 and the 24, but I don't know who the leader is right now. I have no idea who the leader is right now. We're going to have to keep an eye on... It says that the leader is still Seth Cole. I'm trying to get back to him. Oh, man, I have no... Oh, well, he just took his car to get service. I don't know if it was... I don't know if it was gas and go, but, oh, man, they just got passed by Joshua Mudd, so I don't know who the leader is. It actually made... Where is Joshua Mudd? I saw him on pit road. He may have just left his pit stall. I don't know. Oh. Okay, there's Joshua Mudd. But we're going to have to keep an eye on Seth Cole. I think Seth Cole is still the race leader. The white flag has not been taken yet. And I think Seth Cole is the race leader. 3rd in the standings. The white flag is waving. And yes, indeed, Seth Cole is the race leader. It came down to pit strategy. The last time Seth Cole was in victory lane, it was way back in the Mobil 1 Nationwide Series, the Miracle on Ricky Raceway. He started that race dead last, and he ended up winning. But he is about to become a NASCAR SEGA Cup Series winner, heading into turns 3 and 4 for the final time here, winning the Advocare 500. Seth Cole at Advocare Motorsports. He will capture his first win of the NASCAR SEGA Cup Series season. Sonico Fueling Victories congratulates Seth Cole for capturing his very first win of the season here, and his first for Hendrick Motorsports. Oh man, my throat is sore. Okay, S4, Advo 500. race number 21. And this race is in the books. Seth Cole comes out on top with pit strategy as he will take home Atlanta here, capturing his very first win of the season. Brett Kennenberg ends up second. A good run here for the number 38 out of Front Row Motorsports. Dylan Young ends up third. Zachary Fitzwater was leading most of the last part of the race, but Seth Cole had a better pit stop. It literally came down to that last pit stop, so he had to settle for 4th place. Stephen Kohler ends up with a top 5 here in the 88. Good run for him. The same goes for Jake Rogers. All the Everham cars had a strong running here today, but Jake Rogers was the highest one out of their team. Sky Commons ends up 7th in the 10. Jessica Shelton ends up 8th. 9th is Nathan Hudson. Rounding out the top 10 was Michael Norman. A good run for the 21 team. Joshua Mudd ends up 11th. And then we have James Qualls, Aaron Macklin, Simon Oscon, and Cody Lamas rounds out the top 15. Then we have Tim Fiegel, Alex Ferranti, Joshua Osborne, Cole Daly, and Brandon Krauser round out the top 20. Then we have Dougie Shears, Kyle Matthews, teammate Allison Rain. Dylan Pote rebounds to 24th, and Chris Dalton ends up with a top 25. And he was actually the last car on the lead lap. And then we have 26, Brayson Mitchell. Then we had Dustin Stoller, 27th. Matt McIntyre, 8th. Alex Drayton fell back to 29th. He must have had a really bad pit stop because he was leading the field. Levi McIntyre ends up 30th. Ryan Acosta, Christina Bell, Jonathan Zorla, Nathan Orman, and James McLeod round out the top 35. Then we had RJ Bishop and Steven Gonzalez. They couldn't exactly rebound. And we actually had a couple of drivers who retired out of the race during the green flag run. William Brock actually ended up having a broken clutch. I don't know if he blew up or what. We have actually had 2 cars blow up. William Brock, he was actually running in the top 5 the last time I saw, but I guess when I was focusing on the lead, he may have lost a motor or something. It turns out he had a broken clutch. Then Cole Deaver, he had a broken piston. When I was looking at him, he was in the top 5, then he came down pit road. You know what, before we end this off, let's see what happened with the 3 and the 42. Well, here's what happened to Cole Deaver. This is literally in the green flag pit cycles on lap 28. Right here, as you literally see, like just as he was about to cross the start-finish line here, you're about to see it in just a second. I don't know if he downshifted too early, but like as he was about to get into his pit box, as you can see, smokes just erupt from the back of the 3 car. I guess he downshifted just a little bit too much, and he ended up breaking his piston in his motor. So that's unfortunate for Cole Deaver there. As you can literally see that his pit box is literally coming up right there. I don't know if it's one of the red boxes. I think it's that one right there that's coming down right there. But as you can see, he just drives in and he just takes his number 3 back to the garage area, and he just ended up being done. Now we have to take a look and see what happened to the 42 of William Brock. Now here's what happened to William Brock. This was actually coming to 3 laps to go. He was literally running with Simon Oscon, and as you can see right there, just like the first time we were here at Atlanta, for the second time here this season, William Brock ends up blowing an engine in the trial. That was literally almost in the exact same spot where he blew his engine last time. I don't think William Brock really likes Atlanta that much. This is the second time he's literally lost a motor in the exact same spot, and he actually started on the pole here tonight. So unfortunately, William Brock's victory is going to have to come at a later date. He was literally en route to have a possible top 10 finish, but unfortunately he's going to have to finish deep in the field. Well, race fans, that's it for Atlanta. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. The next time the NASCAR SEGA Cup Series will be live on YouTube, we're going to be going to New Hampshire Motor Speedway, and hopefully the race there won't be too boring. But congratulations one last time to Seth Cole for winning the Advocare 500, and we'll see you at New Hampshire.